starts right now.
Okay, we had some rain overnight. It was really nice. 74 degrees this morning. Feeling a bit cooler this morning after that rain. Hey, but all eyes still on Tropical Storm Beryl, which Sarah Spivey has been working very hard on tracking. And Sarah, you're saying it's continuing to move east.
It's continuing to move east, which is bad for us when it comes to rainfall here in San Antonio. But we do have a lot to cover with Beryl, so I want to go ahead and get into that. Let's go ahead and take a look at your screen. This is Tropical Storm Beryl. It has shifted even farther to the east as its track. It's likely going to be strengthening into a Category 1 hurricane later on today. You can see it is a little bit more organized than it was this time yesterday. There's that center of circulation just offshore, and it's expected to make landfall somewhere between about Port O'Connor and the Matagorda Bay by early tomorrow morning. We're talking late tonight, early tomorrow morning in the overnight hours as a Category 1 hurricane. Then it'll be moving onshore, becoming a tropical storm and weakening well east of San Antonio, bringing a lot of rainfall for the Houston area before it dissipates completely later on during the day on Tuesday. So as far as your impacts go for the San Antonio metro area, this includes areas like New Braunfels, Boerne, Floresville, Seguin. Rain is going to be little to no rain, all right? Only a widespread trace amount of rainfall. Now, there will be a few bands out there from Beryl, so a lucky few will get half an inch of rainfall, but that is a lucky few. Wind, we're going to see wind on Monday from the north at 10 to 20, gusting up to 30 miles per hour. And temperatures will be cooler because of some cloud cover, but it's still going to be warm in the upper 80s. We knew that an eastern shift to Beryl was a possibility. We've been talking about the many possibilities, and we've actually got our meteorologist Justin Horn out there covering Beryl. So we have got a lot of things to talk about in the Beryl forecast, including how it will impact the Texas coast, coming up in just a bit. Sarah.
Sarah, thank you. Tropical Storm Beryl hasn't reached us yet, but it's already causing problems, namely for one couple who planned on holding their wedding on the beach way before they even knew the name Beryl. So as meteorologist Justin Horn reports, the pair got creative to tie the knot before the storm.
At first glance, you'd never know this ceremony was thrown together in a matter of hours. But an unwanted guest who didn't RSVP forced this couple and their families, some who traveled all the way from Colorado, to pivot. It was supposed to be a weekend of fun followed by a Monday wedding. Then, on Friday, their venue canceled. Carolyn is the bride's mom.
I was pretty upset because we booked in advance. And so then we went and booked a clubhouse at the RV park yesterday, and they said it would be great. And at 10:30 this morning, they said they decided to use that as a safe haven for people and that we could no longer have it.
Another setback, so the family decided to just handle it themselves.
And we called and the beach is open. We're like, yes, okay, we don't have to try again.
They found an empty spot, and the pastor officiating found some sandals.
And commit to you only.
The ceremony went on as though it was planned this way all along, with the rings, the vows, and the pictures.
The ceremony was beautiful.
Thank you.
Yeah, I enjoyed it, especially that's something one of my dreams was to be married on the beach, so it was a dream to come true, so.
It worked out, right?
Congratulations.
But in the end, Ozzie and Kinsey wouldn't have cared where it happened, as long as it did happen. And if you're curious, they're also starting their honeymoon early, thanks to Beryl.
You guys going to hang around, or you're going to get out before the hurricane hits?
Probably get out.
Yeah,
Probably get out.
First thing in the morning.
Justin Horn, KSAT 12 News.
Love that story, so sweet. I also love how just Justin crashed their wedding, but it was such a cute story. Thank you, Justin. Now we are tracking Beryl all weekend and how it will affect the Texas coast and South Texas as a whole. That includes live coverage straight from the coast with Justin. This morning and afternoon, he will join us for our 8 a.m. newscast. He'll be live, so make sure you stay tuned for that. And we'll keep you updated to stay up to date on all things Beryl. Follow along on air and online at KSAT.com. Scan this QR code on your screen right there. It takes you directly to the KSAT Weather Authority's updates on Tropical Storm Beryl. While some are leaving the coast, others are heading there to help. The Salvation Army is sending 3 trucks down to the coast from San Antonio and New Braunfels. They aren't sure where they're going along the coast quite yet, but they know they're going to be helping feed and provide thousands of families, first responders in the storm's path.
You can't expect anything. There's nothing to expect. You go in with an open mind and you go in prepared for anything that could happen that you could see. The goal is to provide hope for people when they may not have any more hope to provide that they need.
Salvation Army says they have the capacity to make about 1,500 meals a day for those in need. The Salvation Army expects to be out there for about a week after the storm hits. It's 6:05 and 74 degrees. The box offices are going crazy this week. Still ahead, the SA Live team shows us which hot movies you need to watch during your next trip to the theater. I loved the rain that we got yesterday afternoon. Do we have any more in store for us the next couple of days? Sarah Spivey will bring us up to date on that. And also, of course, she's tracking the latest on Tropical Storm Beryl. 74 degrees here. We did get some rain overnight. And Sarah, okay, I know since you're talking about Tropical Storm Beryl moving more east, are we going to see maybe about the same amount of rain in the next couple of days that we saw tonight? Or
to be honest, yesterday's rain I think will be more than the amount of rain that we're going to see from Beryl. We're really only going to see a trace of rainfall from Beryl. Yeah, and we knew it was a possibility that it could move east, and that has been the case. Let's go ahead and take a look at Beryl right now. There's still a lot of interest, of course, along the Texas coast, as Beryl will eventually be re-strengthening into a hurricane and making landfall late tonight and early tomorrow. Here is Beryl. Currently has sustained winds of 60 miles per hour. You can see it's coming together a little bit more just within the last couple of hours. It needs to strengthen to have 74 mile per hour winds in order to be considered a hurricane. And it is expected to strengthen into a hurricane later on tonight before making landfall between about Port Lavaca, Palacios, Matagorda area in the late night, early morning hours tomorrow morning as a Category 1 hurricane. Now notice that Beryl will be weakening back into a tropical storm as it treks throughout the parts of Texas during the day on Monday. It's going to be out of this area by Monday afternoon. Now it is looking like areas nearer to Houston expected to get a lot of heavy rain from Beryl, and then eventually Beryl will weaken into a low pressure system by Tuesday. Let's go ahead and talk about rainfall potential from Beryl. So as you can see, flooding rains are possible pretty much from Houston all the way up toward Texarkana. Sharp fall off of the rainfall, and we look at rainfall potential, again, only a trace around San Antonio. We do not expect much rain, if any, from Beryl in the San Antonio metro area. Less rain than the heavy rain is expected, at least some rain for areas like Gonzales all the way down to Beeville, and heavy rain for Hallettsville, Victoria, LaGrange. Flooding rains again for areas in the north central coast of Texas. You can see some of these areas expecting 7 inches of rainfall. Quick drop off near Hallettsville, 3 inches of rain, and then again a trace of rainfall in San Antonio. Let's go ahead and take a look at the future cast. Now this is during the day today. This is right around 4 o'clock. I still think here in San Antonio, the metro area, we've got a 30% chance for one of those outer bands later on today in San Antonio. So we do have a 30% chance during the afternoon for a few showers, maybe a rumble of thunder, but the heaviest of the rain is going to be from Houston all the way down to Corpus Christi. Almost the entirety of the Texas coast starting to get some heavy rain later on this afternoon. And then the main show is going to be again overnight tonight, early Monday morning, when Beryl will be making landfall near Matagorda, with the heaviest of rains being on the east side of the storm here. Throughout the day tomorrow, as we head into the morning, this is around 8:30. Again, we could get 1 or 2 of those outer bands briefly, but most of us will miss out on heavy rains. The heaviest of the rains are going to be from Galveston up toward Houston. By about the afternoon, again, A few bands possible here in San Antonio, 30% chance for rain. This storm will miss us to the east, and so we're not going to be getting good rainfall from Beryl at all. So as far as your impacts to your Monday go, here's what you can expect for the San Antonio metro area. Rainfall, widespread, only a trace of rainfall. A lucky few will get half an inch of rain if you get one of those outer bands in the middle of the day. Winds are going to be from the north, breezy, 10 to 20, a few gusts of up to 30, and temperatures will be cooler in the 80s. There's hurricane warnings from Corpus Christi all the way up to Bay City. This is mainly, again, for wind gusts, and then you can see that even our far eastern counties, Lavaca, DeWitt, B, Goliad County, under a tropical storm warning. I want to show you the forecast wind speeds and wind gusts with this. By tonight, we'll start to get pretty gusty along the Texas coast, wind gusts of up to 50, 60 miles per hour. Then overnight, that's when winds are really going to pick up for the Palacios area, Port Lavaca area. We could see a few wind gusts of up to 75, 80 miles per hour. Even the Houston area could see a few wind gusts of up to 50 miles per hour. Notice here in San Antonio, only up to 20, 25 miles per hour. And then storm surge is possible of at least 1 to 3 feet all along the Texas coast. Outside right now it's 73 degrees. It actually feels pretty great because we got some rain yesterday. By noon it'll be 85, not as hot as yesterday, right around 95. And then it's in the afternoon hours that will have a 30% chance for an isolated downpour. Not quite as widespread as the coverage was yesterday, but the potential there is there. And then again, only 30% tomorrow too, as that storm misses us to the east. In the week ahead, a few isolated showers, high temperatures in the mid 90s. At least we're not going to be in the triple digits. I'll have a look at how much rain fell in neighborhoods yesterday coming up in just a bit.
It was nice.
Yeah, it was nice to get some of that rain.
We had like an afternoon with sun, and then around 4 or 5, or maybe it was like 5, 6 o'clock.
Yeah, after 3, we had a few showers and storms out there.
Just like she had said. It's crazy how that works.
Yeah, well, you know, people wanted the rainfall over San Antonio from Beryl. It has shifted to the east.
Thank you, Sarah.
Yeah.
It's 6:15 and 74 degrees. Coming up this weekend was a busy one for the theaters. Our SA Live team shows you which new flicks were dominating the box office. It's a big week for blockbuster movies. There's a new Despicable Me in the theaters right now, a sequel to X and Pearl, which I learned all about yesterday thanks to Cynthia, one of our directors here, and an early access film starring Scarlett Johansson and Channing Tatum. So SA Live's resident film expert John Marr shares the new movies in theaters this holiday weekend.
I'm unstoppable! You!
When I'm done, those men are going to be bigger than the Beatles. You told me that your guys don't do interviews, so I had to hire new guys.
I'm here for the casting.
Lucy!
You're a juicy part.
The whole world will be watching.
I'm your resident film enthusiast, John Marr. Here are the new flicks in theaters this weekend. Independence Day has always been a big release date for the box office, and nothing is bigger this weekend than our friends the Minions. Despicable Me 4 is the latest sequel to the Despicable Me movies, and it's about Gru, Lucy, Margot, Edith, and Agnes welcoming a new member to the family, Gru Jr. Gru Jr. is intent on tormenting his dad, plus Gru faces a new nemesis, and the family is forced to go on the run. I was an obnoxious little brother, so this film feels relatable to me. Despicable Me 4 is rated PG. Next, Max Scene.
Name 5 celebrities who got their start in horror movies.
Jamie Lee Curtis, John Travolta, Demi Moore, Brooke Shields, and
Maxine.
Maxine. Your agent tells us you're quite a popular name in adult film and entertainment. Is that correct?
Emphasis on the X for this movie. In 1980s Hollywood, adult film star and aspiring actress Maxine Minks finally gets her big break. But as a mysterious killer stalks the starlets of Hollywood, a trail of blood threatens to reveal her sinister past. This film is a sequel to X and Pearl. Both of those films came out in 2022, which is kind of special for the movie industry because that rarely, if ever, happens. All of the films in this franchise have been directed by T. West, and the new film has an incredible cast: Mia Goth, Elizabeth Debicki, Halsey, Kevin Bacon, and Lily Collins. Maxine is rated R.
Hey, Joe. Evening, Cole. Miss, you're on fire.
Very original. No, I do not want to stop, drop, and roll with you.
No, your book is on fire.
Oh my God.
Alcohol and flames, they like each other. Cole Davis.
Kelly Jones.
Our last movie today has early access: Fly Me to the Moon.
Public support for the moon mission is rock bottom.
Every day, something is breaking. And we're dead. Again.
Now you might be wondering why I'm even talking about this film when its release date is actually set for July 12th. Make sure you type in the words early access showing when you search for this because it may not pop up immediately. The film is about marketing whiz Kelly Jones as she's brought in to fix NASA's public image problem. She wreaks havoc on the launch director's already difficult task of putting a man on the moon.
I know a lot more about the moon than I know about you.
When the White House decides the mission is too important to fail, Kelly Jones is asked to stage a fake moon landing as a backup. Conspiracy theorists, this one's for you. This film stars Scarlett Johansson, Channing Tatum, Ray Romano, and Woody Harrelson. Fly Me to the Moon is rated PG-13.
I think we should have gotten Kubrick.
That's it for this weekend's movie premieres. I'm John Marr. Have a fun weekend at the movies.
Thank you, John. SA Live airs weekdays at 1 p.m. on KSAT 12. Scan that QR code right there on your screen for more arts, culture, food, and fun around. That always throws me off around San Antonio. It is, what time is it? It's 6:22, and I think it's about 74 degrees. Sure, that sounds about right. All right, let's take a look outside with TransGuide. Oh, look, the sun is up. People are getting their day started. If you're out for breakfast tacos or maybe getting up early for Sunday mass or service. No incidents out on the road. If something does happen, we'll let you know about it. We'll be. The Smithsonian's National Portrait Gallery has purchased an historic photo of former First Lady Dolly Madison. So historians think it was taken around 1846, nearly 30 years after her husband James Madison's presidency ended. It's the first known photograph of a First Lady. Madison is credited with creating the role of First Lady as it is known today. The first known photo of a president isn't much older. It's the image of John Quincy Adams taken in 1843. Yeah, she apparently helped define the role of First Lady because she was a great host. Amazing. It's 6:27 and 74 degrees. Okay, a number of counties along the Texas coast have issued evacuation orders ahead of the tropical storm. We'll take a look at one county that's making their evacuation mandatory. That's next. Good morning. It's 6:30, 74 degrees. Sarah, the rain that we got yesterday afternoon was so refreshing after a really hot day. It was a great way to cool down.
And it was amazing to see the difference. There were some folks that got 2 inches of rain, some folks that missed out entirely. It was very spotty, but that had to do with a cool front, didn't have to do with Beryl. So we'll talk about those rainfall totals in just a bit. But first, let's go ahead and get a look at Tropical Storm Beryl. It has currently got 60-mile-per-hour winds at the moment, and it will be working its way onshore here as a Category 1 hurricane, so strengthening. This is going to be late tonight into early tomorrow morning, right near Matagorda Bay, close to Port Lavaca, and it'll be moving onshore well east of San Antonio before dissipating, turning into a tropical storm by Monday afternoon, and then a low-pressure system by Tuesday in northeast Texas. But this eastern shift means absolutely little to no rain in San Antonio from Beryl. You can see rainfall potential. Flooding rains extend from the Texas coast south of Houston all the way up to Texarkana. That's where the heaviest flooding rains are expected, with less rain the further west you go. And now here in San Antonio, little to no rain expected. So at least we got some rain yesterday. There's going to be a lot of neighborhoods that saw more rain yesterday than what they're going to see from Beryl. Some places in the hill country, like up in Kirk County, up to 2 inches of rain. And then here's a look at the impressive rainfall differences around the San Antonio area. As you can see, about 2 to 3 inches of rain for the downtown area. 2.5 for McDonough, and up towards Schertz, about 1 inch of rainfall. You can see that a lot of rain missed Timberwood Park, Hollywood Park, Helotes area, with 1 inch of rain for parts of the region closer to Leon Springs. So a good amount of rain for some areas, but coming up, we're going to talk more in depth about Beryl and its impacts along the Texas coast and what you can expect in San Antonio during the day tomorrow. Sarah.
Thank you, Sarah. With Beryl's landfall expected later today, many counties in the path of the storm are issuing evacuation orders. So Refugio County is so far the only county to issue a mandatory evacuation order for its residents. The order comes while the county still deals with the fallout of Hurricane Harvey back in 2017.
We are coastal and we are small and we do not have the capacity to shelter, which means if something were to happen to that person who is deciding to stay home, we do not have the ability to house them.
Refugio County will be busing any residents who need help leaving to Laredo today. So while people living in Refugio County are under mandatory evacuation, several more counties along the coast are issuing voluntary evacuations. Again, these are voluntary. Leaders in Aransas, Calhoun, Jackson, Kennedy, Clayburgh, Matagorda, Nueces, and San Patricio counties have issued voluntary evacuation notices. Also in Nueces County, it's a Corpus Christi area, people visiting have been ordered to evacuate by tomorrow by noon. This list is posted on our website. We'll be updating it if any more evacuations are ordered. And San Antonio's position in Texas makes it a key player when it comes to evacuation. So Bexar County and city leaders have been preparing for hurricane season for months, but have really been in overdrive since Beryl popped up on the weather radars. The entire Gulf Coast looks to San Antonio for help in these kinds of emergencies, and if necessary, it will be ready to help when Beryl makes landfall. Now, of course, we are tracking Beryl all weekend, how it will impact the Texas coast and South Texas as a whole. That includes live coverage straight from the coast with KSAT meteorologist Justin Horn. So he'll be joining us live for our 8 a.m. hour show, so make sure you stick around for that. And we're keeping you updated on air and online at KSAT.com. Take out your phone, open your camera app, scan this QR code that's on your screen right now. This takes you directly to KSAT Weather Authority's updates on Tropical Storm Beryl. This morning, investigators are looking into what caused the house fire on a city's southwest side. This happened just after midnight on Kim Valley Street. That's just off Pearsall Road and Loop 410. Firefighters say the fire was shooting through the roof when they arrived, but they were able to put it out within 30 minutes. No one was home at the time, and arson investigators are looking into what started that fire. And taking a look on the other side of the country, wildfires continue to rage across California with more people popping up, with more fires popping up over the weekend. The Pay Fire started yesterday afternoon, quickly growing to over 70 acres and threatening the town of Placerville and the nearby airport. Planes were grounded as flames burned up to the runway, leaving damage to a few hangars. Crews worked to put out the flames from the ground and the sky. Locals began evacuating. Firefighters have been working through the night to contain the fire. And the main culprit for the fires, of course, are the dry conditions and a massive heat wave. Yesterday, the Coachella Valley clocked a record, 124 degrees. And the heat isn't just uncomfortable, it's incredibly dangerous. So local hospitals have seen over 200 patients who are suffering from heat-related illnesses. To combat this, local organizations are doing their best to keep people hydrated and comfortable with cooling shelters. 636 and 73 degrees. Tropical Storm Beryl hasn't hit us yet, but already it's caused a wave of damage from the Caribbean to Mexico. How they're recovering and what we could be facing, that's next. 73 degrees, the sun is out. beautiful start to the day, especially after a nice rainfall that some of us got in and around our viewing area. Are we going to get any more rain with Tropical Storm Beryl? Oh, Sarah Spivey will let us know.
Okay, so as we've been talking about all morning, Tropical Storm Beryl is coming for the Texas coast, but already it's caused a lot of damage in places like Jamaica, Grenada, and Mexico. And unfortunately, so far, at least 11 people have died.
Yeah, and ABC's Melissa Dawn has a look at the path of destruction the storm has left and how those affected are picking up the pieces.
Tropical Storm Beryl is targeting the Texas Gulf Coast after ripping through several islands. Earlier this week, Beryl left a path of destruction across the Caribbean, homes destroyed in Jamaica. Entire neighborhoods decimated in the islands of Grenada, St. Vincent, and the Grenadines.
Everything was just flying all over the place. I mean, you're looking at a tank full of water, and this thing lift that up and have it swollen in the air. I've never seen anything like this in my life.
In the Texas Gulf, residents preparing for the worst.
Very concerned. We live right across the street from the bay, so that's why we're just taking as much precautions as we can ahead of time so that we're not caught in the storm trying to do it at the last minute.
Forecasters say the massive storm will likely intensify as it moves through the Gulf. Beryl expected to make landfall sometime early Monday morning as a Category 1 hurricane with winds of about 85 miles per hour and torrential rains. Melissa Dawn, ABC News, Port Lavaca, Texas.
Yeah, I think she has the right idea about being in Port Lavaca. I think it's that area, and also particularly even to the east of that, Matagorda area. Yeah. That's where there's going to be landfall later on, late tonight, early tomorrow morning. So the storm has shifted east, but getting a lot of questions about why tropical forecasts change so much. And it's because these are big systems, and they're impacted by things like water temperature, slight wind shifts in the upper levels of the atmosphere. So we just got to follow them around and be prepared.
And any little change, like you said, wind shift or water temperature can drastically change the direction.
Absolutely. We've seen it continue to move east. What does that mean for us in San Antonio? Little to no rain, unfortunately. We need rain. Here's a look at Tropical Storm right now. It's got sustained winds of 60 miles per hour, but it's moving over a part of the Gulf of Mexico where water temperatures are very warm. We're talking 85 plus degrees, and as it gets closer to shore, it's going to strengthen even more as the waters are even warmer. It's moving northwest at about 12 miles per hour, but it's going to take a bit of a northerly turn here throughout the day today and then make landfall Sunday night, Monday morning, Monday 1 a.m. Between Port Lavaca, Palacios, Matagorda area, and then move inland as a tropical storm. Once these storms get away from the warm waters, they really start to fall apart. And we are going to see still some impacts, though, for the Houston area, mainly in the form of heavy rains and some gusty winds. But notice how far east this storm is to San Antonio. We're going to be on the dry side of the storm, falling apart by Monday night, Tuesday morning into a tropical depression. Here's a look at the rainfall potential from Beryl. Flooding rains from south of Houston all the way up to Texarkana. Heavy rain for areas like Lake Jackson, Matagorda, and then a quick drop off of the rainfall here, but areas like Hallettsville, Victoria could still see quite a bit of rain. Some estimates of about 3 to 4 inches of rainfall for those areas, and then only a trace of rainfall here in San Antonio, little to no rain. Taking you through the future cast, I do think that after 2-3 o'clock we could get 1 or 2 showers from the outer bands here of Beryl, but the heaviest rain today will be from Galveston to Corpus Christi. Then Beryl will be moving onshore in the overnight hours, and as it does so, even more heavier rain for the Matagorda area. Houston will start to see some heavy rain as well. By about the morning commute tomorrow in Houston, it's going to be very, very, very messy. There's going to be a lot of rain, a lot of wind there, and you can see here in San Antonio, again, we're on the dry side. This is going to be a really concentrated area of heavy rain, but notice that Hallettsville, you are in the area for heavy rain and some gusty winds. Then as Beryl continues to move north past College Station in the afternoon here in San Antonio, I do think we could get 1 or 2 bands again, but again, you're going to be lucky if you see any good rainfall from one of those bands. So here's the impacts for your Monday tomorrow. San Antonio metro area, including New Braunfels, Bernie, Canyon Lake, Floresville, Seguin. Widespread rainfall, only a trace, but a lucky few will get half an inch of rain. As far as winds go, it'll be a breezy day tomorrow. We'll have winds from the north at 10 to 20, gusting up to 30. And then temperatures, it'll be cloudier, so it'll be a little cooler, but still warm with temperatures and highs in the upper 80s. Hurricane warnings extend from Corpus Christi all the way up toward Bay City. That is again for the gusty winds. So let me take you through the forecast wind speed and the forecast gusts for the Texas coast. Areas like Corpus Christi could see wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour. As Beryl makes landfall near Matagorda, winds will be highest there. We could see a few gusts of up to 80 plus miles per hour in those areas, and that could be destructive. And then as Beryl moves on shore early tomorrow morning, even the Houston-Galveston area could get wind gusts of up to 60 miles per hour. Notice here in San Antonio, most intense wind gusts are going to be about 25-30 miles per hour before we see that storm move on shore. And then lastly, I do want to mention the storm surge. Storm surge at times could be pretty high all along the Texas coast, including the Lake Jackson area. We could see storm surge at 3 feet above ground level. So along the Texas coast, there will be some storm surge. It's a beautiful sunrise out there, 73 degrees in San Antonio this morning. As I mentioned, we might get one of those bands later on today in the afternoon. And so because of that, we'll get up to about 95 degrees with a 30% chance for a few showers, maybe even a rumble of thunder or two after 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock. Not as widespread as yesterday. Looking at your 7-day forecast, another 30% coverage tomorrow of those showers if you happen to get one of those outer bands from Beryl, but we are going to be on the drier side of that storm. And then looking ahead to next week, a few more opportunities for rain. No widespread rain, just a few isolated showers possible Tuesday and Wednesday. Highs will not be near 100, so that's good. We'll be in the low to mid 90s. Now it'll be humid, of course, out there. But yeah, unfortunately, we are going to be on the dry side of Beryl.
I will take those lower temps.
Yeah, and it's interesting, we've had a lot of people move in from out of town. You might have noticed that people here kind of want tropical moisture in San Antonio. Might sound counterintuitive, but it's because in the summer, this is the only way we really get rain is from tropical moisture.
And we've been fighting a drought for a while now.
For years.
Yeah. Thank you, Sarah. 647, 73 degrees. Still ahead on GMSA. Get ready for a world of pure imagination. We'll show you how the Wonder Theater is bringing Charlie and the Chocolate Factory to the stage. Let's take a look outside on the roads this morning. The sun is up. Beautiful start this morning. Calm out there. Look at that beautiful shot at 281 in St. Mary's. Hey, we don't see any incidents on the roads. If anything does happen, we'll let you know. The Wonder Theater has your golden ticket to entertainment this summer. They're putting on a production of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. SA Live's Fiona Goristiza went behind the scenes to give us a sneak peek.
Get ready for a sweet treat and grab those golden tickets because Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is at the Wonder Theater. And joining me right now is Executive and Artistic Director Chris Rodriguez to tell us all about the show and some summer camps for your kiddos. All right, so such a beloved story now on stage here at Wonder Theater and in your new venue.
Yeah, we're so excited. Everyone at Wonderland of Americas and Balconies Heights has been so welcoming. We love our new space, our new theater. Our patrons are enjoying it. And we're really excited to be telling this story because it's such an iconic piece that everyone knows. So there's been a lot of great buzz and energy about the excitement of the show.
So what can folks expect?
They can expect, if they know the book or the other 3 movies that have been around, there's a little bit of nods in there, but the musical takes us a little bit on a different journey. It's a little dark, it's a little fun, but it's definitely enjoyable for kids of all ages, adults, seniors, whoever.
All right, and so how long does it run?
It runs through July 14th.
Through July 14th, okay. And in addition to that, there's still so much more going on at the Wonder Theater, especially summer camps for kids, right?
Yes, yeah, we have a growing, wonderful educational program here at the theater, and right now we have summer camps going on. They've been going on since early June, and we still have 2 more camps coming up left in the summer.
And what ages?
Ages 3 to 18.
3 to 18, so literally something for even your littlest, like your toddlers. That's fantastic. I'm asking for a friend.
And we do those programs year round. So even after summer we have Leg Up program where they can get your kid involved in the arts.
Okay. And so when someone comes out here to a show, tell them how to find you, because you're here at the mall, right? Where's the easiest place to park?
Yes, so we're at Wonderland of Americas. We're located in the food court, so we tell everyone to either park by WSS Shoes or AR Entertainment, and they can follow the fountain walkway down to the food court and find us.
All right, and what other shows are upcoming?
We are really excited. We are starting rehearsals for The Wiz this coming Sunday. So we have The Wiz, The Prom, and we're ending our season with Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. And then we just announced we're going to be having our gala September 14th. More information to come, but we'll be announcing our new season for 2025 at that event.
Very exciting. Okay, and so if someone wants to audition, how can they do that?
They can just go to our website, wondertheater.org. We'll probably have more auditions toward the end of the year. It's open to anyone, whether you have tons of experience, whether you have no experience. We're a true community theater, and we always welcome anyone who's new to our stage or our company.
And for fans of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, well, there is another show you may be interested in. And joining me right now to tell us all about it is Lizelle Sandoval, Academy Program Director. Tell us all about Willy Wonka Jr.
Yeah, absolutely. So right now we have Willy Wonka Jr. rehearsing. So what that is actually a 2-week production camp. So kids come and they've auditioned for the show, and they come for 2 weeks. They learn the entire show, and they get everything all ready for it, costumes, props, everything, and then they perform the show the weekend after. So 2 weeks, put together a show. It's lots of fun. It's fast and furious. It's always a nice challenge for our kiddos to learn a lot in a short amount of time and then produce a show.
How exciting for them. What is the reaction from them, from parents, families?
Parents are usually very they're surprised about how much the kids can do in 2 weeks. They're usually very just blown away by the production value, by the kids' talent, and just as much as we can do in such a short amount of time. We usually get that reaction. And the kids, they're also astonished at what they can do in a short amount of time. And they surprise themselves as far as what they're capable of.
Tell folks where they can go for more information.
They can go to wondertheater.org, or they can follow us on all our social media for updates and posts.
All right, and for all that, all you have to do is head to our website, salive.com, and click on the As Seen on SA Live tab.
Thank you, Fiona. And SA Live airs weekdays at 1 p.m. on KSAT 12. Scan this QR code for more arts, culture, food, and fun around San Antonio. It's 6:55 and 73 degrees. A pool party is one of the best ways to spend a hot summer, but it can also be one of the most dangerous. So still ahead, we have some things to look out for to prevent drowning. Thinking of hitting the pool this summer, make sure you bring your sunscreen, goggles, and of course, your safety sense. So the CDC reports drowning deaths are on the rise after decades of decline. Experts say part of the reason, distracted parents talking on their phones, grilling, socializing, and supervising other children. So water safety experts say if you don't have a lifeguard, one solution is by having a designated water watcher, somebody standing next to the pool, free from distractions, free of holding a phone, scanning the water for any signs of distress, rotating every 15 minutes to avoid losing focus.
Okay, everything is going to be about Beryl the next couple days as we track it. It's going to get closer to the coast throughout the day today. It'll take a turn to the north, making landfall near Matagorda Bay as a Category 1 hurricane late tonight, early tomorrow. Then it'll fall apart across Texas throughout the day tomorrow. Heaviest rains are going to be from the north central Texas coast all the way up to Houston. Less rain the further west you go, and only a trace here in San Antonio. So as we look at your 7-day forecast, only a few isolated showers today and tomorrow as a result of Beryl. Otherwise, it is going to be a warm week ahead.
Take those lower temps. Hey, and coming up at 8 a.m., our meteorologist Justin Horn, he will be joining us live from Port Aransas to give us a look at what they're doing there to prepare for Beryl.
Yep, look forward to seeing Justin there at the coast.
See you guys at 8.